Hey everybody, Jay Reno here. Welcome back. I'm going to be showcasing a single map today, created by Veek7, called Infested Installation. It's part of a project he's working on that's called Secrets of the Confederation, and this is the first map that he did send my way, and it's actively being updated. I'm playing this on January 8th, and it looks like he's been updating it almost every day. But I had mentioned in an update video some months ago where I said I do want to continue playing StarCraft Brood War. This is for 1.16.1 in particular because it is utilizing a modified executable, so there'll be some changes with custom scripts, for example. Let's go ahead and get started. Requesting immediate evac. You're staying here. We need back an installation nearby, and you're going nowhere until it's recovered. No way am I suiciding my men for your dreaded will. I've lost a lot of good faces here trying to rescue lives of others. You're ordered to do that by the Confederacy. I'm commanding you to lead an attack pronto. Screw you and screw your Confederacy. If you can't evacuate us, get your ass over here and help us fight the Zerg. We can't afford to lose more people. Oh, little Jimmy. What you've said will be considered an act of treason against the Confederacy. I'll have to arrest you and execute you. Danny Remus, young commander, you will lead an attack on the northwestern front. What? How are you going to even consider that? I and many others have lost so much because of the Zerg. I don't wish those people here the same fate. I want to see them alive, together, building a better place to live in. However, you inhuman bastard, you want to kill them? You fucking heartless snake? Do you have something precious to lose here? How manipulative can you be? I'll raze all the buildings and kill all refugees in the way. And you, Jimmy, won't even survive this night. I'll ensure that. What are you talking about, Duke? I thought we were ordered to ensure evacuation of the people here. What the fuck's going on here? Change of plans, boys. There are more pressing matters than the lives of those people. Over and out. Duke. Fuck. Commander, Jim Raynor, I think we should cooperate. He's hiding something. Yeah, I can feel that. Let's find out what secrets he values more than the lives of those people. The buildings you ordered to raise may still be functional. Your men should be able to make use of them. I'll command an attack on the installation and then most likely on Duke's base. Copy that. Thanks for testing. Purge the installation of the Zerg, destroy Duke's establishment. Alright, so we've got... It sounds like we're going to have an ally, so it's like a 2v however many Zerg players there are, v1, because I imagine the Zerg will also be hostile to Duke. It's unclear to me if this is supposed to take place in tandem with StarCraft in some way, like this is a prologue, like before the Magistrate meets Jim Raynor, he's already at odds with Duke, maybe. I'm not entirely clear on that. Let's go ahead and start. Does it seem like there's like a mild blue tint to the game? Is that just me? I don't know why. It looks mildly different. I'm forwarding you the movement of Duke's forces. You should note the composition of units he's using before he finds out that we're watching. Okay, so there's Remus. We're Jim Raynor. There's Duke. I wonder if I could just walk over there and kill him really quickly. If I can just pump out Marines, though that would probably mean that my main base would be relatively undefended. But the faster we can get over there, the better, I imagine. I guess let's maybe move out here and see what these buildings are. Doesn't hurt to have an SCV, because he said that we could commandeer some of the buildings. So let's check that out. We could check out what's up there as well. So it seems like most of the resources on the map are visible. Oh, hello. Well, let's come up and take these as soon as possible. Yeah, so we could take control of these buildings. There's a barracks over here. As long as they're not burning down. Yeah, so let's just keep making SCVs and then make Marines out of these barracks that we've got here. Hey, yeah, cool. So what if we came over here and we tried to take this? Suppose it doesn't hurt to at least try. What are these? Infested missile turrets! Keep on heading on over here. So what are you doing, Duke? He doesn't have any combat units, so like the sooner we can get down there, the better, right? Might as well try. Should I be playing this in original StarCraft and not Brood War, I wonder? Feels a little exploitative to move out and try and do it this way, but I'm going to, for sure.
You want a piece of me, boy? Commander, rock and roll. Outstanding. Outstanding.
Let's just not let him get set up here.
Give me something to shoot.
It's just that easy.
Commander.
He's not attacking us with anything else. Again, my concern is that we're going to get hit by Zerg at some point here.
Give me something to shoot. Let's move. Go, go,
Again, this doesn't feel super fair because I had vision on him and I could see that he had nothing, and I knew exactly where he was on the map, whereas like the other factions, I really couldn't say the same. And I may be very heavily punished for doing this.
Give me something to shoot. Commander. Outstanding. Commander. Let's move.
And once the barracks is gone, he's done. Danny Remus, for cooperating with traitor Jim Raynor, you're now accused of betrayal of the Terran Confederacy and considered an enemy of humanity. The joke's on you, buddy. Shut up, Snake. We're coming for you, Duke. Guess we should just look around here. Let's get a factory. Need more gas. Yeah, just like having that vision early on. I think the whole idea is like you were supposed to be able to see what he was building so you could counter it, but instead it gave me the intel I needed to pretty much do this. And then I sent an SCV up here too, didn't I? Where are you? Here, you come on over here and capture this command center, and then we've got a base. I guess let's save? Fall back, fall back. We have to regroup. Regaining the control over this area is the highest priority. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's keep looking around. We have an expansion over here. Don't worry, Duke. They're only Zerg in the way of the truth. Ah! No! Flee! Not the infested missile turrets, no!
Your forces are under attack.
Is it because... It's because I took this command center, isn't it? Okay, so we have to start teching up here. Just give me a factory, give me an academy.
Base is under attack.
We have access to many different things here. So how is this, like, can we do the same thing here by, like, moving in this direction and taking out red, like, as soon as possible, do you think?
Base is under attack.
I'm gonna float this down here. Get more Marines, and then leave them here. We're gonna try to move forward and secure this middle area.
Base is under attack.
I could take this base right here. We've got a base up here. Again, this is all about, I feel like this is all about scouting at this point. Destroy this. This is just a habit that I've been getting in recently, which is like, if I have the intel and the feeling that I'm being encouraged to try to move out early, I'm gonna do it. And that's the impression that I got straight away. Alright, load them in. Let's repair. And then we have seemingly the whole bottom of the map. Why don't we just start sending units out and around to kind of get a sense of where things are? And then we still have Teal here, so if he's going to keep attacking the Zerg, then that's good for me. I should have known better than to just capture that command center, because that gave me access to all the other Terran tech. But again, that's another thing where like I could see it through the fog of war, so it was a little suspect. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I'll try it, I'll take it. Cancel these, give me a ComSat station.
Yes, sir.
Upgrades complete.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna need siege mode. I'm very spread out right now, and I don't think I can rely on my ally necessarily.
Commander.
Alright, we got more Zerg up here.
Outstanding.
And more Zerg over there. So we have orange Zerg somewhere. I don't know where they're based.
Your forces
But
are
they're
under
somewhere.
attack and complete.
Caduceus reactor coming up. No, you stay in there.
Base is under attack.
I don't think that my science vessel made it out. I'd almost prefer to focus on this base.
Not enough minerals.
So there's orange and purple, and then we got red right in the middle. I don't know what I expected here, so you come on back here. And that's red.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Let's at least make an attempt to kill this thing.
Base is under attack.
I don't think we're gonna be able... Oh! Alright. Sure. Very nice. Okay, let's go siege mode. Start getting some tanks, and then we could maybe finish up red here. That's not gonna finish in time before that gets destroyed, so that's alright. Okay, get that set up. We're gonna need more SCVs. We're gonna keep getting this set up. The problem, not the problem, but this base is sort of separated from everything else, isn't it? I do have, again, pretty much the entire bottom area as mine. So I feel very, very safe. Let's go ahead and maybe get some turrets as well. We could get hit by a very large force at any moment, and I am definitely not really prepared for it because a lot of my focus was on that initial
Not enough minerals.
section. Now, I should probably expand before anything else. Red is also expanding here right in the middle.
Research complete.
Maybe if we just get a couple medics, we could take this group of Marines and just head right in there. Did my science vessel survive? It did. Where did it end up? Did it? Why am I able to get +2? Did I build another science facility somewhere? Or it's possible that the requirements...
Insufficient Vespene gas.
The requirements for, I have no idea. I have no idea. Keep making these medics. And the sooner I can start putting pressure on red, the better I'll feel. Teal is also going to put some pressure on them. Looks like orange is trying to move out. So these are the custom scripts, watching the enemy try to move out here like this. Looks like this isn't full, which I appreciate. Should have gotten stim pack.
Your forces are under attack.
So my gamble paid off, which was essentially to, again, push early and aggressively. Now it's not over. We still have some pressure that we want to keep on here. So let's go ahead and get these repaired up. And get some tanks and keep the pressure on from the other angle. Okay, let's get out of here.
Turn up the heat. Need a light?
Now, it looks like Teal's doing good work. Teal, if maybe we could just move up there and support Teal instead, might be the better option here. And I'm trying to keep an eye out on... Okay, we're getting spawn broodlinged. You think that would despawn here soon? I should probably take extra bases
Your forces are under attack.
Something to shoot. Rock and roll.
before anything else. So maybe let's secure our borders. Oh, okay. Sure, Teal, after you. Let's take this. Actually, let's take this. Could take both, really.
Turn up the heat.
How is... Okay, orange has another avenue to get to me. Orange isn't really sure where it wants to attack, as far as I can tell. I do have a decent amount of production. It's just sort of spread all over the place.
Not enough minerals.
So as my ally is expanding as well, we're basically solidifying our control over this part of the map, and then I can get tanks maybe on the high ground and start sieging away. I could do that now, really.
Medical emergency.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move on up. I expect he will try to retaliate.
You want a piece of me, boy? I read you.
Okay, and I'll grab a second NG Bay. Really just the, having access to a lot of stuff early made a big difference.
Your forces are under
Okay, very nice. Let's move on in. Orange, it looks like Orange is coming to either support them or they're coming in with a separate attack, which is pretty cool. So if we attack with our ally, this should work very well, and it appears to be. Now, not to say that this is definitely going to
Your
work,
forces are under attack.
but I like my odds, again, being able to attack with an ally,
Identify target. Yes, sir.
to explicitly push red back.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
We have to get it moving with these tanks.
Yes, sir.
Base is under attack.
Let's get on over here, and Orange is making their way through here. I just have to keep making Marines down here, I'd say. I think we got to start making progress against Red. So this is kind of like if you didn't make progress early, we would have had a much harder time. That's for sure. Look at the purple.
Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir.
Okay, keep moving up. They're going to keep trying to push us back, so let's make Goliaths and just rally them up here. Got to keep the pressure on this front line.
Identify target.
Base is under attack.
Did I fill that up? I did. Okay, so you all, why don't you come on over here? I'd like to finish up Red. Get rid of this hatchery down here. That should make a big difference.
Good to go, sir.
Not a huge difference, but... Okay, they have a lair, so they don't have a huge tech advantage, but this appears to be their main base. Trying to keep track of... It's becoming pretty chaotic, that's for sure. So you guys finish this up. Let's move these in.
SCV, good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Go, sir.
I'm going to keep making Marines in the middle here and down here. Again, it's just like having all these different buildings. It's a big, they're all over the place. I should probably just consolidate them because it's confusing me. This is interesting, though. Again, it's got that semi-chaotic feel where all the enemies are sort of doing different things.
Additional supply depots required. Upgrade complete.
Let's move on up.
Your forces are under attack.
It's classic Jay Barino moving in range of a defensive emplacement, and it appears like I'm being surrounded by
Your forces
purple.
are under attack.
So let's get this saturated.
Additional supply depots required.
Get more depots. This seems fine. Teal is also kind of doing his own thing. So I think what we need to do is clean up... Oh, God. I see infested Terrans. Is clean up red.
Your forces are
In
under
doing so gives us pretty much total control over the middle of the map. Continue getting upgrades. I'm going to grab a science facility.
Orders, Captain.
Your
Keep getting
forces are under
depots, keep
attack.
getting SCVs, keep getting tanks. I'm going to move them up to the middle.
Report for duty. You want a piece of me, boy?
We may be
Orders received.
capped at +2. Can't really tell.
Orders, sir.
And let's just keep consolidating and moving up here. What I like is that Orange appears to be moving up still to kind of support this group, which is really interesting.
Commander.
Let's take this group and move on up.
Identify target. Report for duty. SCV, good to go, sir.
Okay, and I'm still just getting these saturated so that I can keep pumping units out as fast as possible from each of these production structures.
Your forces are under attack.
Sir.
Okay, you all move on up as well.
Absolutely.
That's all cleaned up. Red is cleaned up, so now I probably want to come over here to the left and get rid of purple on my side of the map.
I read you. Orders, Captain.
Upgrade complete.
And then separately, I'm gonna get another factory up here. Again, I have so much production that's spread out all over the place. This is gonna be my next jam, that's for sure.
Your forces are under attack.
Let's go ahead and... We are slowly regaining control of the central installation part. Slowly. I have a feeling that data from this installation is more valuable than all resources on Braxis. I'm now going to cut over to the left. Old Duke would rather kill half the sector than let us here. We have to push the Zerg out of this region, and we're good to go. I'm going to push over to the left.
Add-on complete.
Yes, sir. I can't build there.
Your forces are under attack.
And then I'm going to come over here and set these up. No air power at all from the Zerg, which I find intriguing. Red is neutral, so they're definitely gone. But you can see why this is a problem currently.
Upgrade complete.
They're circumventing me and just sort of going around to different places. In any case, again, I want to ensure that purple no longer holds on to this location. I'm gonna grab Stimpack. I see a very large attack coming down the middle section of the map. I'm not really prepared for it. You guys siege up.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, and then you guys cut back down to the middle and ensure that nothing happens here. I need to get this fully set up. Cancel these so that I can get more tanks down here. Middle section of the map, though, again, is going to start suffering. So I'm going to transition units around there to help.
Your forces are under attack.
And now I'm floating plenty of money, so I just need to start queuing stuff up and ensuring that I'm getting upgrades. Oh, I can get +3. All right. Looks like my allies got ghosts out.
Reporting for duty.
Physics lab. I guess I'll get battle cruisers if that's an option.
Insufficient vessel base is under attack.
The enemy really aggressively expands to your side of the map, which I think is pretty cool.
Your forces are under attack.
Didn't mean to do that. Ow. Okay, hop on over here, hop on in, hop on in.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, so you all are going to move up, and I think I'm going to start moving up the right of the map. Can I make... I can make anything. I'll get a science vessel. Not facility, just vessel.
Your forces are under attack.
Just make more barracks up here. This is going to be my my popping off point. They're significantly better than me in terms of upgrades, so let's try to focus on getting our upgrades ready to go. Cut across down here to the middle to ensure that this section doesn't get fully taken over. I would imagine that Teal should be making better progress at this point, but it doesn't seem like it. What I'm thinking has also happened is that they have taken over this area south of us. Let's stop that. It looks like that may have sort of bugged out. Orange is just really aggressively pushing in this particular area. So once again, maybe let's focus on the middle here and just get this all set up.
Your forces are under attack.
Build a big blob of units, take it out. So, again, I'd like to see Teal make something other than mass medics. I think I may have taken too long against some of these other Zerg groups.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
But this was interesting. Again, the start felt like I could exploit it. I think Duke probably could have been a bit of a filter against the Zerg for us, which probably would have worked really well. I think our allies can still be quite useful here. I think I've got a lot of supply and SCVs that aren't doing anything right now. Come down here and take this. Again, if we take these bases, then the enemy can't have them. The next step, I'm gonna assume that Orange has moved in and taken over this. Yeah, they have. So we just gotta keep keep these enemies down. So I'm going to push back out to the middle of the map and try to hold on to it.
Delighted to, sir.
Orders, Captain.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Resources don't seem like we're having any issues with resources. Let's hotkey comsats. That comsat's not going to
Your
help.
forces are under attack.
Here, upgrades completing. I think those are my infantry levels. That'll help quite a bit. And I have to keep making depots. I suppose let's save, because at any moment they could come in with like a giant group and just absolutely demolish me.
Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, I'd like this base down here next.
Reporting for duty.
Let's grab a science vessel.
Reporting
This
for
is
duty.
definitely picked up significantly. Without a doubt, this is picked up.
Yes, sir. Job finished.
Again, I'm trying to consolidate in the center here.
Your forces are under attack.
Once done, I'll feel a lot better. So all of you move on up. And I'm trying to just keep the enemy away from having too many bases. They don't have this one, which means I suppose I should go and take it. As long as I take a base, they won't try to build on it as far as I can tell. Teal now moving out and making possibly some real progress.
Explorer reporting.
Let's get a couple Valkyries. That should handle these. That should handle these things no problem.
Base is under
Okay,
attack.
continue making tanks. What do we got down here? Mutalisk? No, just Zerglings. So we have to try to again make progress into this area. Let's just go to move up the science vessel.
Jacked up and good to go. Orders, sir. Proceeding.
Orders, Captain.
Piece of me, boy.
And there are just sort of errant attacks that are making their way to us. Like even Teal has expanded to a lot of these outlying bases. This is a very large map. That's for sure. Lots happening here.
I read you.
And I'll come down and take these just to
Your forces are
ensure
under attack.
that they can't.
Reporting for duty. Job finished.
And there are a couple ways that they can still get to me.
Yes, sir.
I have to creep my way across this map. That's just gonna keep happening.
I read you.
I mean, I commend them for using these spells against me. Gotta kill this thing before it gets under the swarm, and it did. I think the splash damage, the tank splash damage, should kill it.
Delighted to, sir. Orders, sir.
Okay, I could start pumping out medics in order to use restore, so let's grab restore. I'll start upgrading ship weapons with the intention
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
of building battle cruisers now. Nukes, I think, actually would be a great choice. So when these are done, I'm going to make nuke silos.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I'll get another science facility because I also want to continue making battle
Your
cruisers.
forces are under attack.
Yes, sir.
Upgrade complete.
I still have this pretty solid middle section here that's going to take care of business. They appear to be building broodlings.
Your forces are under
Because I don't see
attack.
queens flying around anywhere, so I think they can just make them.
Target. Proceeding. Orders, sir.
I should be clear to just move across over here, and we can not cripple orange, but we can do some good work against orange. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. Roger that. I can't build there. I read you.
You want a piece of me?
Okay, and I'm trying to build out of most of my production structures now. I need to wait for this covert ops, and then I can start nuking. I feel like nuking's going to be pretty significant on
Your
this
forces
map.
are under attack.
Okay, Ultralisks, pretty strong. Defilers, pretty annoying.
Your forces are under attack.
All right. Marines, are there tech tree differences on this map? If there are, I haven't noticed
Your
them,
forces are under attack.
but they may very well exist. My other hope is that I can hold out long enough for my ally to just push into an enemy base as opposed to me having to do everything. Like, I think he's distracting sometimes, but not enough for what I'd like to see happen. That's why I think nukes are going to make this happen in the long run here. We can make a lot happen with nukes. So let's cancel these and just start making ghosts. And ghosts. And like nuking our way through this base may be
Your forces are under
the answer. I've got these Valkyries here, but yeah, it's not really even necessary. I'm gonna continue making tanks down here. Just attack the hatcheries, that's it.
base is under
It's also
attack.
possible that eventually we'll just run them out of money, just straight up. Battle cruisers are gonna get wasted by plague, so we have to be careful. Let's get some fire bats for the splash damage under the swarm, because that could really ruin us, as it sort of is right now.
Report for duty.
Captain ready.
Commander. Ready to roll out.
Spellcasters are definitely being utilized, though.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, I have enough supply to start making nukes.
I read you.
Built this bunker for no reason at all.
Right away, sir.
My ally seems extremely well built up and capable, so again, it's a little unnerving to see that he's not really doing that much. It does feel like the Ultralisks are particularly strong here, so I wonder if maybe they've been made stronger. Okay, I'm gonna drop two, maybe three nukes on this rightmost base. I think that should do it. We're just gonna get a big ball of tanks as well to finally stop this tank aggression,
Your forces
or
are
Ultralisk
under
aggression. That's fine. Let them do that. I do need ocular implants.
Systems functional.
Yeah, he's making like exclusively medics, which doesn't seem right.
nuclear missile ready.
Okay, so let's try some nukes. We're gonna get plagued a bunch. I think I've gotta wait. I gotta wait for now. Now I have to wait for ghost upgrades, unfortunately. I think the resources don't deplete. Yeah, they come back slowly. That's interesting. Don't really need that many resources right now. So we're all good. Purple is definitely kind of hemmed in their base. It's orange here. I need to be able to take this area. Their Ultralisk Cavern is right there, so it's possible that we can eliminate that tech completely. Maybe. Let's get some more medics. We can start restoring if we get plagued more and more. Let's throw down a nuke kind of in the front here.
Upgrade complete.
Maybe he'll
Nuclear
live.
launch
I don't know.
detected.
Broodlings just casually wandering in. I guess let's just get a bunker right here and fill it up.
Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete.
Oh, did he kill himself?
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so with enough stuff, battle cruisers and such now, I'm going to try to move across this map. Alright, move across this ramp. I'm sure they're going to respond very aggressively to this, as they did when I initially tried. Honestly, the ghosts might be pretty useful against Yes, tank splash damage is absolutely needed to take care of the swarm. There we go, we got it. No Guardians, so no major air power. Even though Valkyries were made to my disposal here. There we go. Let's try to move up past this swarm. There we go. Okay, now let's move in. You guys stay back. Tanks, you can move up and just not be. So, it's possible that this map didn't go as intended, but I think it was very interesting nonetheless. Obviously, I took out Duke before it mattered. But these backline Zerg were much, much stronger and more challenging to fight through. Is Teal still making medics and running them around? So the thing with Teal is that he expands really aggressively. It doesn't feel like there's tons of pressure put on him, so he can very easily build up. The problem is he doesn't really do anything offensively. Now, if he did, it might be a little too good. So there's that, right? He might be a little too strong. If he was able to. So yeah, let's move on in. I think we can nuke up this ramp. That could be quite excellent. So this large force right here can move over to attack Orange next. I've got ghosts already, so I can nuke up the ramp. That will feel good, even though it was likely not necessary. Ooh, I think, was that a spider mine that Teal laid? What a god. All right, so let's scan here. Nuke up the ramp. He should survive. He should. He should. He did. Blam. Okay. Let's move on in. Battle cruisers kind of stay back. You can stay here on hold position. Let's nuke a little further in. How about that? How about we get close? Ooh, he's still alive too. Let's go! It's gonna land. It's gotta. It's gonna and it's gotta. Yes! Let's see it. Go. Yes. What a dream. It's the StarCraft's finale. Okay. There were moments when I wasn't very confident, but I believe that we have done it. Orange was definitely felt like more of a threat than
your forces are under attack.
Than red or purple. I think red felt like the larger threat at the beginning, but it became a lot less frightening. Let's rearm our nukes because those did good for us.
Research complete.
Superman does good. The nukes did well.
Orders, sir. Identify target. Orders, sir.
I guess it, you know, how you view the morality of the situation, the nuke also did good. Alright, so it looks like Orange is effectively out now.
Your forces are under
I'm trying to stay on top of repairing or defense matrixing some of these. I like the building layouts. I don't know how much of this is actively controlled and how much of it is just outright left up to the AI in these 1.16.1 scripts. They have a lot of power, they being like Brood War modders, a lot of power over 1.16.1. And can do a lot of interesting stuff. So I don't know if, you know, you can put explicit coordinates or what. Thanks, Virus and Threat Protection. I appreciate that. Okay, back on up. I'm gonna have to close this. There we go. It's gone. Okay, move up to the edge, continue sieging down, and look, there we go. There's Teal. It seems like Teal is very infantry-focused and pretty much refuses to build anything else. Let's help him get through this giant ball of colonies. I just realized they can see me up here because of the overlords. That's why they're still doing that. But that should do it. A nuke right there would have been quite nice. In fact, I can still drop nukes.
Naturally.
I hear that.
Set a course.
Where you going, buddy? Where you going? Well, sorry in advance, Teal.
Nuclear launch detected.
Sorry, buddy. See, and Purple has a ton of, well, he's got greater spires, and he is building mutalisks, but I never really had to deal with them, which was a blessing. Splat.
Your forces are under
I'm waiting for
attack.
Teal to be like, how dare you? How dare you, sir? We were allies once. Okay, so orange is out. They've gone neutral. Did that nuke up their land? It looks like it did, so let's move on in. Ignore all this. Let's just finish it
Your
up.
forces are under attack.
So for all of Teal's bravado and mini-map presence, he didn't really contribute that much. So I think maybe the ultimate
Your forces are under attack.
feedback I have here is maybe the map just doesn't need to be as large. And, you know, scale back the tech tree as well, especially if this is supposed to be a mission 1. It's also a little unclear to me when it's supposed to take place canonically. It uses the same characters, so you know, maybe this is an alternate timeline. I don't know. I guess it's ultimately not that important to me. Okay, so we're probably going to lose this bout. So let's just especially make Goliaths and then Marines, and we should be able to push through this base pretty handily over time.
Your forces are under
Do I have any more nukes? Just drop one in there.
nuclear launch detected.
That should do it. So my laziness has gotten the better of me. We need this nuke to land. It's going to be big. It was good. Never researched Yamato, but I got that behemoth reactor. Jay Barrino knowing where his priorities properly lie. So yeah, I felt the challenge of this was good. Again, it kind of had that chaotic feel, but it feels that way if you're not watching super closely. The whole idea, though, is that every faction is doing something very specific, and because they're all moving around and doing multiple complex actions, again, it has the feeling of chaos, but there is a method to the madness as far as I can tell.
Nuclear launch detected.
Let's not, Marines. Let's not run into our nuke that's about to land. Let's not. There it goes. Boom goes the dynamite. Now we can move in and up this map, up this ramp.
Destination moving.
And there we go. So yeah, this map feels sort of complex, like unnecessarily complex, given the setup of the map. But that doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't. I mean, gameplay-wise, it feels good. I think, giving vision on Duke for a specific reason inadvertently leads to being able to kill him really early. So again, maybe, I guess figure out a way to address that so that the player doesn't do that. I'm not sure if maybe it's just the placement of where Duke is on the map. It was, I could get to him and there was nothing between him and I. As far as I could tell, all the AI started with virtually nothing, just like I did. So being given vision of one and realizing that you can just walk to it, yeah, I was like, I tried it. I basically rolled the dice. I'm like, it's the beginning of the map. I have nothing to lose. I can restart if I feel like it. So I was like, yeah, send 4 Marines. And 4 Marines was all it took at the beginning to take him out. So again, if there's if the intent was, as far as I can tell, the intent was have vision on him so you can see what he's going to do and then you can react to it properly. And you can see how he's acting as sort of a buffer between you and probably the orange and purple Zerg. But instead, because of the way that the map is sort of contrived in this way around you and the AI all having nothing, and it sort of just felt like a big melee map, honestly, like you and an allied melee AI versus several other melee AI, it resulted in being able to just rush in there and kill it. And the fact that that's an option is quite nice. I liked that. Though, I do feel like it invalidates a lot of the work that's put in to make that faction something. But that's just my opinion, man. Again, it seems to me like I approached the beginning of this map in one of many possible ways. Though I also think that if I wasn't aggressive and took out red and white was Alpha Squadron, right? He's listed as Balrog Brood here. I'm pretty sure Duke was white. It's probably that the factions were changed, assigned different colors when the map actually started, as opposed to their starting locations, like how you place them player-wise. But in any case, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, again, I think there's multiple ways, and I appreciate the fact that, especially in the early game, there were multiple ways to approach this. And if I didn't do that, I probably would have been overwhelmed, because orange and purple in the back there really exploded. Now, I kind of would have been interested to see what white would have done differently if he was not killed early, because, again, the Zerg would have attacked him. In theory, the Zerg would have attacked him, though he may have just focused on me, and then the Zerg would have rolled over his base regardless, and then that would have just left a more powerful Zerg and me with fewer expansions. That's my expectation. So I think it was better. Also, again, the fact that there were so many expansions to take, the entire tech tree was unlocked, yet I had an ally who really only made infantry. It just seemed a little inconsistent, I guess. I'm not really sure, but maybe either make the ally more powerful or make him expand less aggressively. Make it so that you could attack with him in tandem and make some stuff happen. But the fact that he had such a large economy and expansion but was only building infantry waves just seems kind of silly. Alright, but yeah, otherwise, cool map. Looking forward to see where this goes. Good job, Veek7. Hope you enjoyed my playthrough and showcase of this. You all leave your feedback below. I do have another set of StarCraft Remastered maps that I'm going to be playing at some point, but I don't know exactly when. Again, I'm not putting StarCraft Brood War back on the schedule permanently, but I will play stuff as it gets sent to me on my own time when I decide that I'm up for it. All right, talk to everyone later. See you.